Majin Buu has crazy potential, and he was a big threat to the universe until Goku and friends killed the pure evil version of him. And his pure evil self even had insane amounts of God Ki. But what if this crazy fighter was actually defeated and he was reincarnated into the main character of the series of Dragon Ball, Son Goku? This is what we are going to be covering in this new scenario. What if Goku was a reincarnation of Majin Buu? I know this is a crazy scenario to do, but you should know by now that I like to do crazy scenarios every now and again, and when it comes to April Fools, there is a guaranteed crazy scenario. I mean, my last April Fool's special was very popular for a reason, and is the most popular what if by far. So why not try and outmatch that with another crazy what if title? But before we begin, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more content. It is free and you could always change your mind later. In the description below is my social media links, Instagram and my gaming channel, as well as some bonus other things. But with all that said, let's begin. 5 million years ago, before the start of Dragon Ball, the most dangerous person in the universe, Majin Buu, started to attack the Kais, and he kills 2 and absorbs 2. But in this timeline, instead of the Grand Supreme Kai influencing Buu, the Majin controls his own actions, and he tries to kill the only surviving Kai, the Supreme Kai of Universe 7. Shin. The Kai, knowing that he is not able to do anything against this menace, he teleports away. On a planet far away, not reachable through normal means, God of Destruction of Universe 7 sleeps with his attendant by his side until a teleportation is heard on the other side of the planet. The Supreme Kai has arrived. The attendant, who is named Whis, asks the Kai, "Oh, weird seeing you here, Kaioshin. What brings you here?" "There is a crazy fighter out there that is a big risk to the universe. We need to get Lord Beerus." "Well then, shall we wake him up?" The Supreme Kai and Whis will go into Beerus' tree and awakens him. The god yawns. "Who is waking me up?" The god asks. "Please, Lord Beerus, we need your help, or else the universe is at risk. What is so important that you're ruining my sleep? It's Majin Buu. He killed all the other Kais, and if we don't stop him now, it might be over for the whole universe." "I guess that is a bad thing, huh?" "Well, yeah. Whis, take me to this danger in Universe 7. Right away, my lord." Whis will bring Beerus and Shin to Majin Buu's location, and Beerus will see the Majin blowing up a planet. "Hey, stop! That's my job!" the god yells. "I have to stop him quickly," Shin says. "I know, Kai, shut up." Beerus will float to Majin Buu. "So you're the danger the Kai was talking about, are ya?" Buu would just growl at Beerus before he rushes at the god, but the god would just flick Buu away. The Majin would catch himself and rage. "How dare does nobody hurt the powerful Majin Buu?" In the Grand Priest's palace, the Grand Priest and Zeno of one timeline is watching this encounter against Beerus and Majin Buu from another timeline, and the Zenos are interested in this Buu. The Goku in their timeline spoke highly about him, so what if they take this Buu and reincarnate him into another Goku? The way that can change everything can be very interesting. The Grand Priest would not know if this is a good idea. With this potential, Goku might be the strongest in the universe. Probably the strongest one Demon created. Probably even stronger than Demon himself. Okay, that is probably a stretch from the Grand Priest. Anyways, the Zenos won't care, and he will ask the Grand Priest to make sure that where Majin Buu is fighting Beerus earlier, that he is reincarnated into Goku, and the Grand Priest will agree. I know this is kind of insane, but the what if is supposed to be insane and fun. So let's continue. Majin Buu would rush back at Beerus, but the god will dodge the attacks of the Majin with a smile, and the Majin would just be even more enraged. But Beerus would get tired as he sends Buu back with a nail. Buu would catch himself and will fly into the air to power up a large attack to send at Beerus. The god would sigh, saying that this mortal won't quit. Beerus would use a nail to stop the attack. The Majin would be surprised and kind of terrified. Who is this? Beerus would flare up his god of destruction aura. Buu would fly back, but Beerus would rush to Buu. The Majin would use a blast, but the god would dodge out of the way. Then the Majin will rush at Beerus, trying to hit him, but the god will dodge his attacks and kicks Buu away, before thinking that it is time to end this, as he says, "Hakai." The Majin would yell as he is erased by the god, But back on the Grand Priest in Zeno's palace, Grand Priest will create an orb that has the soul of Majin Buu. I know I just said that Buu was erased, but the Zeno and the Grand Priest can't create anything, and this is supposed to be a fun what if. So suspend your disbeliefs. The Grand Priest will create a portal with a visual of baby Kakarot, who is in the womb of Gine. She will try to push him out, and this is when Grand Priest puts the soul of Majin Buu into baby Kakarot. And a few years later, in age 793, on planet Vegeta, a Saiyan is watching Kakarot and the other low-class Saiyans before Kakarot's aura bursts and his skin turns pink for a short amount of time. Before electricity surges around his tank, the electricity would hit the Saiyan scientist. The Saiyan would be shocked seeing this. The Saiyan, what is he? The king might want to know about this, but then the scientist will see that the child Saiyan turns gray. Why did his skin change? And why is his skin different colors? This is not a normal Saiyan. Kakarot will turn back to normal, and the scientist will tell King Vegeta about the Saiyan. And the king would not believe the scientist until he saw the same sight the scientist seen with his own eyes. This Saiyan, he must be like that Saiyan offspring of Paragus. He should send this child to a wild planet like Vampa, and soon the rumor of the weird Saiyan will spread like ants, and this will catch the ears of the parents of Kakarot, Bardock and Gine, and they will think of a plan to send their child away. They heard of what King Vegeta did to the boy of Paragus, so Bardock would think of a plan. He will question the king, and Gine will sneak into King Vegeta's palace, and she will sneak into the low-class Saiyan's nursery, and she will take Kakarot and a space pod to send Kakarot to a planet called Earth. Gine will be able to handle any Saiyan guards that stops her, because King Vegeta's most powerful guards would be by him, and they'll be with Bardock. So he doesn't think that Gine would have any problems, but if there is, Bardock will come to Gine's side. The Saiyan woman will agree before they put this plan into action, and Bardock would be allowed into King Vegeta's palace, and Gine would sneak into it. Bardock would yell at King Vegeta, asking why is he trying to send his son away, and King Vegeta will tell Bardock that his son could be a danger to all Saiyans. He has to be exiled, but Bardock would argue with the king, until Gine gets Kakarot and flies out of a window, breaking it. The guards will be on guard, and Bardock would send a large explosive wave, sending some guards back, and making King Vegeta guard himself. Bardock would send an attack at King Vegeta before flying off. King Vegeta would yell for his men to go after the low class. Bardock will fight multiple guards, buying time for Gine to put Kakarot in a space pod. Gine would put Kakarot in the space pod and would put her hand on it. She is sorry things have to turn out this way, and Bardock would land next to Gine, telling Kakarot to avenge the Saiyan race before he is sent off, and Gine yells for Kakarot to not forget them. After this, King Vegeta, alongside some elite Saiyan guards, will approach Gine and Bardock, and Vegeta asks, what did they do? The low classes will be put in a dungeon with electricity collars around them, and they will be shocked every 30 minutes for their punishment. But soon, Frieza does blow up planet Vegeta, and on a planet called Earth, Kakarot is found on an island by an old man called Roshi, who decides to name him Minato. Wait, what? Yes, Kakarot will not be named Goku because he is not being raised by Gohan. Kakarot's destination was changed because Gine picked a random location because they didn't have time to send Kakarot to his regular location. And we'll call Kakarot, well, Kakarot for the rest of the story because Kakarot doesn't bump his head. So he will remember his Saiyan name, and Kakarot will get stronger training under Master Roshi, and it'll grow more than when he was training with Grandpa Gohan in canon. But sometimes Goku's skin will turn either pink or gray depending on the situation. Goku's skin will turn pink sometimes when he is doing light sparring with Master Roshi, and he will hold back his punches a bit, and other times Goku's skin will turn gray, and with his eyes going black and his pupils going red. And in this state, Goku wouldn't hold back at all, and Goku would show off some abilities he can use, like extending his limbs, which will freak out Master Roshi. Goku would also show off something that he would name the Candy Beam, after shooting an attack at Master Roshi, with the Master being able to dodge the attack, and the rock nearby turning into a candy bar. This would make Roshi notice that he is not dealing with a normal human. is this person even human to begin with? The master will ask himself, but Roshi will continue to raise this child as his own. And with Kakarot being more around Roshi, he does find one of his naughty magazines, and this will teach Goku about things like marriage, and things I'm not allowed to talk about on YouTube. Goku would also one night find Master Roshi training Guy at night, alone, and Roshi would fire a coming behind toward the ocean. Kakarot would see this, and he would copy Roshi's movements, accidentally destroying Master Roshi's house. The old man will be shocked seeing Goku blow up his house, and the child will apologize, going through the destroyed wall, but Goku will accidentally look at the moon and becomes an Ozaru. The Great Ape will attack the old man, but Roshi will dodge Goku's attacks because of how big of a target he is. Soon Roshi will notice that the moon might be the source to Goku's power, so the old man will use his max form and fire a Kamehameha at the moon, destroying it and turning Goku back to normal. And from this day forward, Roshi will tell Goku to never look at the full moon. The moon is gone right now, but it will soon return, and Goku will promise Roshi to not look at the moon. A few years will pass, and Kakarot is now 12 years old, and he will complete his grandpa's training, and as a reward, Roshi will give Kakarot the Kintoon. And when Kakarot's skin turned pink, Kakarot was able to ride it, but if his skin is normal or gray, he isn't. So Roshi will find out that the good version of Kakarot is the pink one, and Kakarot would also get one last gift, which was the Dragon Ball Roshi had around his neck. The old man will tell Kakarot what the Dragon Ball is, and Kakarot will keep the ball close to him, putting it around his neck like his grandpa. But soon a young woman by the name of Bulma will start her journey of finding the Dragon Balls, but this time she wants to find out what happened to the moon, since it kinda just disappeared. So she'll find an old man named Gohan, and after explaining why she wanted the Dragon Balls, he joins her on her journey, wanting to know what happened to the moon as well. On this journey, they will meet people like Oolong and Yamcha, with them both joining the crew, and they will reach Master Roshi's island to find Kakarot and Master Roshi. But that is where we are going to leave it all for right now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, then make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content. And if you ever wonder what I've done by me, if anything isn't clear in the video and you need an explanation, or I just messed up on the story of Dragon Ball, then leave a comment down below. But with all that said, I'll see you all in the next video. See ya till we meet again.